Okay, so I'm going to do a quick little demo on how to use the little Windows built-in feature for recording games. Uh, it's nice to start off with, easy use. I did eventually switch over to this program right here, Open Broadcaster software. It's a little bit more friendly when it comes to the microphone. Uh, if you're using the Windows recorder, turn down your game volume because otherwise you won't be able to speak properly and people hear you when they play it back. Now, the Windows 10 comes with this Xbox system. You can connect your Xbox to it and all this and that, but we're not really going to look into that. What the main thing we want to look into is the recording feature, and it works with, from what I've seen, just about any game that you have on your system. So I've got mine here in my little nice little area. I'm sure somebody will probably comment what this area is called. I cannot remember off the top of my head. Uh, so here it is. I'm sure that if you type on the bottom Xbox, yeah, there it is right there. So this is what you get when you first start up. Now, keep in mind that if you haven't run the program at all, it might have you do some like little links and all this and that. Since I've already ran the program, I've already gone through that. Uh, all it is like I believe it wants you to connect your or create a little Xbox account, and it does the free one, so you don't have to subscribe to anything or pay anything, so it's not a big deal. Okay, now over here off to this left, if you highlight it, it says right there, Game DVR. This is where your videos are stored, or rather, this is where the videos show up that you have recorded. It actually stores them somewhere else. You can see right here where you can hit Open Folder, and it'll take you to where they're stored. You can, oops, closed it by accident. You can change where the videos are stored. There's also other settings you can change. Just go down here to the settings area, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to the game DVR area, and here, this is where you want to turn it on and off. Here's the quick shortcuts. Anytime you launch a game, you'll notice in Windows 10 it'll come up on the bottom. Press the Windows button plus the G button to open up the game bar. This is what it's referring to, of course, for you to be able to record games. Uh, as you scroll down, there are the additional options. Um, the only thing I did was change this to a maximum of 2 hours, since I tend to, for some reason, end up recording like hour-long videos or more. At any rate, here's your other settings down here. Now, you have the option to turn off the game audio, but I don't, because, well, then in certain spaces where you're not talking, it's just really quiet. So just while in game, lower the volume so that way when you record, now you are going to have to turn your microphone on. You can either do it here in the settings, or you can do it in the little quick menu settings when you open a game. Here's your video encoding. I leave mine at standard. You can put it up to high, all that. Standard works just fine for me. It puts out a nice, good quality. I had to turn around and edit this because, well, as I said before, the game volume can interfere with your recording. Now, of course, right there, that's me lowering the game volume, but unfortunately, the recorder I used to capture this in order to be able to show everything and not just the game, uh, didn't take into account the fact that I lowered the volume of the computer itself. You will see in a minute. I'm going through the bar right there, the whole Control or Windows G and Windows Alt G to open all that up, and then I noticed, well, that game was really loud and it hurt my ears. I tried to go into the settings for this particular game, but
unfortunately, it didn't have its own volume area that I could find quickly. So that's me, of course, muting the volume. Unfortunately, well, it didn't work. The game was still playing really loud to the recorder. So that's me going through the different settings there. The whole still frame, the record button, the ability to move it around, and the ability to go into the settings area, like I talked about before. So that way you can go into there if you need to make any quick fixes, or if you just want to use that like I did to make all the setting changes, because there's no real need to fully open the program. You can just do everything from this location right here. That's of course me showing you, okay, that's where you can see all your shortcuts. If you want to set your own shortcuts for those in particular things, right there, of course, the volume for the, or not the volume, but the fact that I have the game sound turned on for that recorder, and of course the mic and etc. Like I said, it sounds too quiet if you just record the game and your voice. That's of course me going over the fact that pressing record, it now minimizes and goes to the top, shows you how long you've been recording. If you try clicking on it, which I eventually would up there, that's, I believe, me right clicking on it right there, but if you left click on it, it'll disappear. In order to reopen the bar at the bottom, I believe it was the Windows and G, or Windows Alt G. You just go into your settings and you'll find it, like I showed before. And there is, of course, right there, me opening it back up, stopping it, showing you the fact that the system is letting you know how long you recorded for. I exited the game, and then if you click on the little bar that comes up, it takes you right to the video that you just recorded. So, of course, you can play the video back, you can snip it, right, I believe right in there. I don't use the game DVR to edit any of that. YouTube has an editor. I've never used it. That was me showing off that you can share, but I believe it only shares on the Xbox video area, not YouTube. Now, I use Windows Movie Maker, which is what I'm showing off now, to do my snipping, my editing, my transitions, and I also use it to upload it to YouTube. You don't have to use Movie Maker. I do it because I know how to use the program. It's easy to use, very user-friendly. It's an older program, but I enjoy using it, and I know how to get around the program itself really quickly. But you can use the YouTube uploader to make little clips and chop up your video, add narration, add links, all that stuff. The links and the cards that you would normally add for YouTube that you see on other people's videos, and that I have started to mess around with. If you saw my last video, are all through YouTube. Now that's me showing off the current little program that I use for this recording only. I will never use this program again. But it was just because I didn't want to do the research on my normal recorder that I've started to use. I just wanted to do a quick little video tutorial. I have a friend that was asking how to use the Windows recorder, which I still highly suggest. I might switch back to it. I'm not sure yet. I'm still new, and I'm still getting my feet wet in all this ability to record on my games and show different things, do tutorials or let's plays. That's me showing off what program this I am currently using that I will yet again not use again. I believe that wraps it up. I don't remember every little bit I said, but good luck out there to anybody else that's watching this, and have a good one.